Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Pete Thompson with the Cape May County Herald, and this is Under Review. Under Review brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. Coming up, we have highlights from the Wildwood Catholic at Lower Cape May boys basketball game. We also have girls basketball highlights between Lower Cape May and Wildwood. And we'll even show you some wrestling as Lower Cape May grapples at home with St. Joe. All that plus one bonus set of highlights and the usual complement of swimming scores are still ahead. But first, we begin with boys basketball as Wildwood Catholic makes the short journey west to Irma to meet up with Lower Cape May last Thursday. To the home of the Caper Tigers we go, and the Crusaders have an eye on the non-public B playoffs. Lower Cape May really playing for pride at this point. First quarter, number 30, DJ Smith, to number 22, Mike DeCave for the finish. The Crusaders jump out to a 4-zip early lead. And later, number 30, DJ Smith drives baseline and kicks it out to number 2, Trey Smith for 3. Trey Smith's 3-ball is good, and Wildwood Catholic leads 9-4. At the near end, number 12, Pat Holden finds number 4, Tony Gennaro for 3 for LCM. The Caper Tigers draw as close as 2 at 9-7, but DJ Smith answers with a 3 of his own for Wildwood Catholic, a team high 14 points for DJ Smith. Trey Smith adds 13, Mike DeCave chips in 12. 69-48 the final. Wildwood Catholic wins to improve to 16-5 overall. Lower drops to 3-17 on the season. We have more boys basketball from Wildwood last Saturday as it's the Warriors at home against the Caper Tigers. The captains from both sides meet at center court with the officials prior to the opening tip. And when they do toss the ball up, it's the Caper Tigers who come out quickly. Number 4, Tony Gennaro feeds number 12, Pat Holden for 3. Holden gets lower on the board just like that. Later at the near end, number 2, Justin Soto for 3. No. But number 20, Trayvon Young working hard on the offensive glass. He gets the friendly roll, and Wildwood moves in front by 1. Later in the first, number 22, Brendan Bean with the basket for Wildwood. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists for Bean as the Warriors lead 14-12 after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter now, and the Caper Tigers showing off their skills on the offensive glass. Number 4, Gennaro, no, but number 23, Mike Downs, yes. The tip-in ties things up at 14. Later in the second quarter, it's number 1, Kion Flanders for Wildwood for 2. Back and forth they go as this one is nip and tuck the whole way. So we'll move ahead to the final minute of play in the fourth quarter. 60-59, Wildwood leads by 1 when number 12, Holden spots number 23, Downs. Count the basket plus the foul. Downs makes the free throw 2 for the old-fashioned 3-point play. 64-62 the final. Pat Holden leads Lower with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Aaron Cottrell, 7 points, 11 rebounds as well. Lower Cape May wins it. They pick up win number 4 on the season. Caper Tigers now 4-16. Wildwood falls to 6-14. Time now to take a look at the week that was in boys basketball as we highlight a few scores on this screen, including Cape May Tech winning by 10 at home over ACIT last Monday. 52-42 the final. Josh Wright, a game-high 25 points for the Hawks, and Middle Township roughs up Lower Cape May 58-34 last Tuesday. Tim Toney with 13 points to lead the Panthers. Finally, Ocean City goes on the road and wins at Oakcrest last Thursday night, 43-25. Connor Laverty, a game-high 16 points as the Red Raiders are getting ready for the Cal tournament and the Group 3 playoffs after that. For now, that's boys basketball. In girls basketball, our featured game is Lower Cape May at Wildwood from last Saturday. The girls actually getting to play the late game of this double dip with the boys, so a 1 o'clock tip-off time for this one. First quarter, number 1 for Wildwood is Mackenzie McCracken. All the way to the hoop, and she eventually gets the friendly roll. 2-zip Wildwood early. But at the far end, number 35, Kaylee Devine with the bounce pass to set up number 10, Olivia Levin for three. Levin's three ball puts Lower in front. It's 14-11. Wildwood after one, though. Second quarter action now. This time, number 55, Marissa McGaffney finds number 21, Jade Cobley for two. Caper Tigers draw as close as one, but number 2, Maddie McCracken answers for Wildwood with a three ball. 19-15 Wildwood at this point. They go to the half, all tied up at 20. Wildwood outscores Lower 17-4 in the third quarter to open up a big lead, so we'll move ahead to the fourth quarter where the Warriors show off good execution. Number 2, Maddie McCracken, and number 24, Jillian Freeman, and number 20, Monica Concepcion McGrath. 53-41 the final. Dave Troiano's Warriors win by 12. They improve to 14-6. Lower falls to 10-11 on the season. All the rest of the girls' scores are on one screen here now as we highlight a few of them, including Middle's 23-point win at Lower Cape May last Tuesday. Bridget Ruski, 18 points to lead the Panthers in that contest. And Cape May Tech picks up a 6-point road win at Bridgeton last Wednesday, 43-37 the final. Eris Walker leads the Hawks with 14 points. Finally, Ocean City wins at home over Oakcrest 53-25 last Friday night. Olivia Briggs, 13 points for the Red Raiders. Paul Baruffi's team drops one at Camden Catholic over the weekend, but at 16-3 overall, the Red Raider girls have to be considered one of the favorites to win the girls' Cal tourney and also make some noise in the Group 3 playoffs. For now, that's girls basketball. Let's come back out on camera for a minute to introduce high school wrestling. We're at that point of the season where most teams are either wrestling for a team title or they're finishing up their team portion of the season. Of course, regionals, districts, and Boardwalk Hall are still ahead for some of the individual wrestlers this season, but team-wise, this is it. So we have some highlights for you. Our camera's on hand at Lower Cape May at home against St. Joe last Thursday. The match starts at 195. We'll pick things up with that match tied at 6. Two heavyweights, the big boys, going at it. Josh Antorino for the Caper Tigers in the dark singlet, and he squeezes out the pin at 3-10 overall. That's a big 6 points for Lower Cape May as the Caper Tigers now lead 12-6. Later, with St. Joe up 16-12 in the match, Alex Przinski from LCM comes up with a pin at 1:21 of the first period. Those 6 points put the Caper Tigers ahead to stay. 48-20 the final. Lower Cape May picks up a win at home over the Wildcats. We have 9 other wrestling scores to pass along. We highlight Middle Township's win at home over Cherry Hill East, 46-33 the final. Rafael Rodriguez, Austin Kaminsky, Isaac Lopez, Max Brown, each with pins for the Panthers. Matt Wolf's team ends the season at 6-15. Excuse me. And on the very bottom there, Ocean City dominates at Vineland 61-12. Peyton Bristol, Nick McCardle, Dustin Oves, Cameron Andres, Maverick Pearson, and Kyle Strunk, each with pins for the Red Raiders. Ocean City 17-7 as District 32 comes next. That's high school wrestling. Last but not least, 3 girls swimming scores. Middle Township bows out of the Group C race with a loss at Haddonfield Memorial. But Ocean City swims past Clearview Regional last Tuesday and then wins 97-73 over Moorestown to take their 3rd straight sectional title in a row. OC 12-0, they will swim against Manasquan in a public Group B state semifinal next, and that is area high school swimming, which leaves us with just a few items to talk about, as one of them is the girl that's pictured right here with me. Her name is Steph Sella. Steph Sella, the heart and soul of Under Review, if you will. I may be the one talking here and looking into the camera, but Steph Sella shoots all the highlights each week and edits this video that you're watching. So if you see her out and about at your school, please stop her and tell her thank you and good job. Also, if you have a story idea or suggestion, you can email me. That's at pthompson@cmcherald.com. P. Thompson, THOMPSON at cmcherald.com is the email address. Stay tuned next week for more Cape May County High School sports action. For now, though, that's week number 11 of Under Review. It is brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. We hope to see you right back here next week.